Hi everyone, David here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back for another video, or welcome if it's your first one. Thanks for joining us. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. It's strange weather recently. I know I'm always talking about the weather. We had snow a couple of weeks ago, which is very unusual, but then yesterday it was like 20 degrees. Very nice weather, so I feel like spring's coming. So I took advantage of the nice weather, and it was a 3-day weekend as well, to visit a special event being held in the Expo 1970 Commemorative Park. Don't worry, this is not another Expo video. Please don't unsubscribe like everyone else has been. I'm losing people quickly. But today I wanted to finish off a video that I started maybe back in October. I wanted to introduce the museums and other sightseeing spots in the Commemorative Park. The park obviously has existed since 1970, when it was the venue for the Expo, but since then it got transformed into a public park. It's kind of, there's about a quarter of it chopped off by a highway. That highway side has been changed into a shopping mall, the giant Expo City, which is a very nice place to go shopping if you're interested. And also there has the Nifrel Aquarium and a huge cinema and all sorts of things. So check that out. I think I've done videos about that in the North Osaka video. But today I'm focusing on the park itself. Now they were holding a Remember Expo event, a 3-day event over the 3-day weekend. And I decided that would lure me out of my room to go and do another stamp rally. I kind of quit the stamp rally fairly quickly after realizing that I'd probably be lining up in the sunshine for about 3 hours total to get all the stamps, which felt completely pointless to me. I've got enough stamps, it's fine. So I focused on the museums itself. Yeah, I kind of ran out of time last time I did videos. So if in the video it switches from like really grey, rainy weather to sunny blue skies, that's because there's 2 different days. But I'm going to introduce a few different places. There is the Expo 1970 Pavilion, which is kind of transformed version of the Expo 70 Steel Pavilion, which still survives. There is the Mingei-kan, which is the kind of local arts museum, ethnic arts I think it's called. There's a Japanese garden display area. There's 3 different periods of Japanese gardens. I think there's even more either side of it, but not in that building. And finally the big attraction, which is the Museum of Ethnology, often called Minpaku, for a nickname. This is one of my favourite museums in Osaka, so I'm going to do a bit of a deep dive there. Hopefully you'll be tempted to go in there as well. Yeah, so there we go, check that out. The park itself is accessible from Umeda pretty easily. It takes about, I'd say about 40 minutes. You have to use the Midasuji line to Senri Chuo station and then transfer to the monorail to get to Minpaku Kinen Koen station, which is that's the commemorative park, that's what that means. So I'm going to show you that. I'm going to narrate my way through too. So please like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment or a question. I'd love to hear from you. Just tell me what parks or museums you recommend. And also share this channel to anyone visiting Osaka. Maybe they've been several times and they're bored, so they might need a fresh idea. And also give me a super like if you really love me, and that'll help me keep the lights on. So I'm going to hand over to myself and I'll see you on the other side. Okay. Right, so here we are at Minpaku Kinen Koen Osaka Monorail station. You can see the monorail going off there. And that's the Tower of the Sun in the background, the famous symbol of the 1970 Expo. Speaking of symbols, Myaku was visiting this weekend as a temporary exhibit of one of the stands from the Expo. And there's a long line to take a photo with him. But let's focus on the symbol Tower of the Sun from the Expo, designed by Okamoto Taro, a famous architect or designer, artist. Inside, there's not a huge amount inside, but there's a small museum of these strange inspirational relics. The theme of the tower is the history of life. So you can see these kind of tribal animations being projected on there. But the main attraction is the Tree of Life inside, which was not accessible for many years, but now it is. As you go up the tower, you can see the chain of evolution and animal models. But yeah, it's not going to take you very long. It's quite cheap to get in. Otherwise, you can just enjoy the tower itself. That's kind of fun. Now, on this big plaza next to it, there is often some event going on. They have food expos. They've got this car expo, flea markets. And nearby, there's also a kind of athletic course for kids. So they can climb around inside that building, get some exercise. But nearby to that is the Expo 70 Pavilion, which is one of the remnants of the actual 1970 World Expo, based on the Steel Pavilion. Inside, it's quite a nice museum, really. You can see a scale model of the entrance area. So you can see the Tower of the Sun in the middle there. And some information of other symbols of previous expos from different parts of the world, including the Eiffel Tower over there. You can see that being built. I didn't realise that was for an expo, actually. Inside, though, you could get to enjoy some of the trademark, art of the expo. You can see the different fonts and things and different logos and posters they were using. A lot of marketing stuff here. This is actually housed inside the old Steel Pavilion, so you can see some information about that as well as a small model. That's nice. And also you can see the main interior, looking a bit worse for wear in the ceiling, but this doesn't seem to operate at all, but it does light up. It looks quite nice. I wonder if they actually do any shows in here. They might need to, a bit of a fixer-upper. Elsewhere, though, you've got a huge map of the expo site, which you can enjoy. You can walk around on it as well. It's on the floor, including this aerial view there. So loads of information about what it looked like, some of the videos of the events themselves. You can see little tickets and pamphlets and things from the various pavilions. It's nice to look at their little designs, their concepts. And these little postcard things hanging up for each pavilion, so you can see a collection of small photos for each pavilion. That's, you can spend quite a long time there. See the cute little uniforms. Then you kind of go through to a little annex here with an interesting little tunnel. That will take you to another display area. You get to see some of the costumes of the expo from the various attendants from different pavilions. And how the Tower of the Sun was created. And of course another model there in the shape of the logo. There's some videos about the various events that happened, the cultural events. You can see some of some traditional dances going on there. And some pieces of the Tower of the Sun, the Tree of Life inside there. You get to see a few models. And how the tower was constructed, as well as the original giant golden face. They had to repair it in the 90s, so they replaced it with another one. And a nice little photo spot here. You can see the Expo 70 sign. And for those stamp rally nuts, there's some little examples of some of the stamps they had. Bringing back memories. And otherwise, just lots of information about the expo itself, the events that happened, and a huge diorama of the whole site. It's the biggest one they've got there, so you can take some nice pictures of that. There's even a little step you can climb on to take an aerial picture. There's a poster about things that were used for the first time. There's a wireless telephone there. What else is that? Ultrasonic something. Yogurt from Bulgaria that was introduced to Japan for the first time. So definitely check out the Expo 70 Pavilion. Yeah, a bit of nostalgia. And you can see various other remnants of the art as well in this sort of central lake area too. Now across the lake there's this rose garden area. So you see a few more other random symbols. I think this was some kind of moon. That's no moon. And the Peace Rose Garden. Not very nice in the end of summer. Some rather unusual objects and a random little hippo there too. But all this is next to another museum. This is the Minge-kan. This is the folk art museum. I couldn't take any video inside there, sorry. So you have to go in there yourself. I didn't really enjoy it that much though, so sorry. If you're into folk art, then definitely take a look in there. Also nearby is the Japanese garden section, so you can see different Japanese gardens from different eras in horticulture. I think this is the earliest one, a kind of huge water garden. I can't remember which periods they're all from, but you can, I think maybe it's I don't know, Heian period. And I don't know history enough, but you get to see some different styles and some information about how they're designed, which is kind of interesting if you're into your landscape gardening. Bit of a rainy day to go out there. You can't actually go up to it yourself though. Sadly, you have to stay looking from the pavilion. Now here we are at the Museum of Ethnology, Minpaku for short. You can tell because there's a totem pole outside. So this is the main event, I think. It's under a bit of reconstruction now, but not when I filmed this. So this is called Minpaku as a nickname. They had a special exhibition going on, so this was in a little separate annex. So they're talking about seafaring culture, so there's some big boats there for wayfinding and some houseboats as well, very interesting. This exhibition is long gone, sadly, but I'm sure some of the artifacts will pop up again somewhere. But then you get into the museum itself, very welcoming. There are lots of strange little artifacts on the banners. And a huge lobby. There's not really a lot in there apart from this information desk and a gift shop, and then this pipe organ thing from the Netherlands by the looks of it. You can definitely feel very 70s architecture inside. It was kind of cool though, nice throwback. And so you'll see a lot of cultural items, especially masks from all over the world. But let's take you through it. So first we started off in Oceania, which had a lot of daily life items, including some large boats again. And they love a moai in Japan. There's moai everywhere. I'm going to pull a tissue out of that one's nose. And some masks as well, tribal masks from the kind of Polynesian islands. So there we go, some more masks there. And moving on to mainland Australia as well, we get to see some of the indigenous people's culture displayed there too. Moving on, we've got the Americas too, North and South America. Of course, they have their own indigenous tribes. I don't know, I think it's like Latin America stuff there. There's some different costumes from all over the continent. I think this was South America first. Including this huge Inca or Mayan calendar, I'm not sure which one. Hope it's still in date. And various large displays as well. We've got some nice animal carvings for offerings to gods. Got some more religious themed items as well. Bread from all over the world. Now you're talking to a British person. Various kind of religious fineries and clothes, garb. Love that word, garb. And some money as well. You can see the money from all over the world. This was the first time I saw some of the new British money as well, actually. A bit unusual to see that in the museum. And some more modern art as well, based on made from trash, I think. And I like these kind of giant exhibits as well. You can go inside. This is, I think, a Central American barber shop, I think. So you can choose your style. A little section on language as well. You can see the very hungry caterpillar, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with, but in countless different languages. There was also a special display, I think this is finished now, about Taiwanese artworks, so you can enjoy this. You're not going to get another chance. Very colourful. I like this kind of geometric artwork. And later on there's an area based on music as well. There's a kind of interactive object in the middle that you can play around with. But of course, musical instruments from all over the world are kind of a universal thing. Lots of different little pipe, flute things. Very charming man at the end. All shapes and sizes. Of course, they had guitars as well. They had these little glockenspiel things, percussion instruments. Getting good elocution workout today. They've got shadow puppets as well. You can see how they accompany the shadow puppets with these, I don't know what to call these instruments. Then we're moving along to the Asian countries. I think this was South Asia. So we've got a lot of Indian things over here, including some statues and costumes. And interesting portable shrines as well. We'll see a few more of those later in the Japan section. And some little god idols. As well as their interest in Bollywood and cricket. And moving further into Asia, we've got tuk-tuk. We've got some other decorated vehicles. They've got their own little culture over there. Nice decorations. And a few more costumes as well. You get to see some videos too. We get to see some dances with a lot of little dolls there. I think this was some kind of puppet theatre thing. And I think we're moving to Southeast Asia now. We've got this large, what's this vehicle? Is it a house? I'm not sure. Storehouse, I think it was. And the inside of a temple too. You get to see a nice little beautiful Buddha statue. And then moving on to the Far East, we've got a kind of Korean village model there. There was actually a huge Korean kind of inn, I think, or like a restaurant inn. You can actually go inside there. You can see the kitchen. You can see where all the food is served. It's all been kind of restored. as well as other culture, like uniforms from various walks of life, from school to work, and some wedding dress over there. Of course, China had a large section too, so you can see the massive Chinese culture, some dragons, another 10th scale replica of a Chinese kind of estate. Some nice statues and things there. And getting married as well. I think that's a bridal palanquin and some like wedding clothes. You can go inside a Chinese house as well. One of the rural ones. You can get to look around the kitchen, see the nice TV, and even sneak into the bedroom to see what's going on. Yeah, not much. And other large exhibits like this tent from, I think from Kazakhstan or somewhere like that, Mongolia. How they survive up in the cold areas of Central Asia. You can see a kind of traditional kitchen. Not sure what they're making there. And I think this is an Uzbekistan kind of house. I like how all the ornaments fit perfectly into those shelves. There's also like a nomadic tribes tent with a nice one, satellite dish and solar panels. Very nice inside though, kind of traditional glamping. You get to see some of the old Soviet stuff too, including a little bust of Lenin and so on. And also into Siberia, you get a few animal furs and like taxidermy. Now moving into Japan, we've got the Ainu house, the Ainu of the indigenous people from Hokkaido and Tohoku. I've been watching Golden Kamui recently, so I was into that. You can see some Nebuta Matsuri floats from Aomori. There's a nice video about that too. And countless traditional items, because this is all from Japan. It's a lot more accessible. And some various shrines, some straw work, some other creepy mask there. Of course, some taiko drums. There's a little portable shrine for festivals. And some interesting costumes. I've never seen things like this. It's kind of crane style. This huge naturally made ogre costume, demon. And another 1x10 scale kind of country house. And some more traditional thatched roof cottages you see in some of the more local areas. So they've got this thresher machine, which apparently makes, I don't know what it does actually, but it's water powered, very interesting. Kind of reminded me of a deer scare. And you get to see inside one of the gloomy houses. Otherwise you get to see life in colder areas too, including Tohoku. They have these beautiful slanted roofs. Watch out for bears though. And the Kokeshi dolls from Tohoku region. So a really interesting place. There's a huge library if you want to do a bit of Japanese study. Kind of ethnology books. And these kind of video pods as well. You can go inside these and select from a massive amount of videos. And they've got English subtitles too, so that's don't worry about that. So there we go, I think that's most of it. So I enjoyed Minpaku, definitely check that one out, even if you don't go to the others. But elsewhere, there's not much more to say. There was a lot of plum blossoms blooming, because it was the end of February. So you get some nice fully bloomed on. It was a nice warm weekend, so everything was coming out lovely. Not quite as spectacular as cherry blossoms, but you can still have a nice time and take some nice pictures. If you can bump elbows with other photographers. You can see the Tower of the Sun in the background there too. So definitely check out Minpaku Park. There's the Tower of the Sun. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'm going to hand back over to myself now. Okay, thank you for watching all the way to the end. What did you think? I really like that place. There's a lot of attractions around there, even if you don't count the shopping mall. Of course, the Tower of the Sun's iconic construction of Osaka. Definitely look at that. If you can go inside, that's great too. You don't need to though. I think it's nice extra if you're really in love with it. The Mingei-kan, the like folk art museum, was kind of not really interesting for me. I thought it was going to be a bit more older art, but it seemed quite recent and not particularly exciting. There's a lot of very similar artwork. The Expo City Pavilion, of course, I enjoyed that. There's not a lot of English in there though, just be careful. But you can just kind of enjoy the videos and the visuals without a lot of context, I think. And finally, yeah, the Museum of Ethnology, definitely check that out. I really enjoyed that one. They don't always have the special exhibitions on, of course. There wasn't one the second day I went there. And they're under some refurbishment at the moment, but it's mostly still open. So yeah, you're not going to miss out on that much. Yeah, it was really interesting to see these artifacts from all over the world. It felt really kind of, I don't know, personal items was kind of cool. The little mini structures, the little tents and things were really cool, little cottages. So yeah, it was really value for money, and it doesn't seem to be very crowded. Even on this busy 3-day weekend, there were hardly any people inside, so I was a little bit surprised, to be honest. I think I might go there on a weekday and just completely have it placed to myself, I think. I want to check out some of the little video pods as well. That was kind of fun. So yeah, definitely go to Osaka Expo 1970 Commemorative Park. Yeah, it doesn't take long to get to from Umeda. You can get there by other means if you can get to the monorail. So yeah, go there for sure. It kind of makes me excited about what the Expo 2025 Commemorative Park area is going to be like. I don't think it's going to be quite as big, but it's going to be hopefully very fun and open in 2030, I think. So keep your eyes peeled for this this channel if I'm still going by then. I'm sure, definitely go there, I'm sure. So thank you for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, what else? Share this channel, leave a comment or a question. What did you have for lunch today? What museums do you recommend? Share this this channel with everybody. So give me a super like as well. That will help me a lot. And I'll keep making stuff as long as you're still interested. I'm not sure people are still interested, but let me know if you are. And I'll see you in another video. Take care. Bye bye.